Hey guys, in this video, we'll go over all the new sales and packs in the Pearl store to see if the items are worth it to pick up with their current sales. This week is a little slower since we are 2 weeks off from the Heidel Ball, which is going to happen on June 22nd. There are always really good sales during Heidel Ball, so if you have a limited amount of pearls, just save it until then. With that being said, there still are some interesting sales that are happening this week. This video will mostly be for players who want to know what's good on sale, or newer players who want to know what's worth it on the Pearl store. Moving on to the headline item, there is a new daily special pack that is also included in a 2-step step up. We will have another video out that goes more in depth, but in general, you're getting some pretty decent items for 3,500 pearls. This pass is going to run from June 12th to July 24th, which is around an entire month and a half. In total, if you add up all the pearl values of the items of this pack, you get around 18,885 pearls, which considering the base price is 3,500, is the same as if you got every item in the pass at an 81% discount. You also get a bonus of around 390 million silver from items that don't have a pearl value. This is only including the bottom items that you would get from purchasing this pass, and not the free items that you would already get without paying. This pass is mostly going to be for the crons and bonus drop rate buffs. Since some players are really only going to value crons or other useful things like artisans, we made a second valuation that's a lot more strict. In that valuation, we lowered the price of origins, stacks, and some bonus items. Origins are becoming a lot more common, so we have the pearl value for those. We also removed the pearl value from stacks, Marnie's processed fuels, buffs, and the Steed trading box. On top of that, the daily selection box, we chose crons instead of the horse flute. With all these reductions, the total value is still 10,800 pearls, which is close to a 68% discount. In my opinion, this pack isn't bad if you already buy crons and artisans from the Pearl store. It is a pretty nice but basic daily pass, so just see if you want the items in the pass or not. For lower spender players, there's nothing exclusive in this pass. It is just crons and dark hungers, so there isn't really anything interesting or exclusive to get. I personally am not going to get this pass. If you are a lower spender, there's nothing really that unique about this pass, so I would not recommend it. Moving on, the Step Up 2 pass is just some of the items you get from the daily pass, not including the extra drop rate scrolls and some mount items. However, they made the second step up cost 5,330 pearls, which is a lot more than the first pass. It also has a lot less items, so that's pretty weird. In total, the items in this pass are about 14,702 pearls and has a discount equivalence of 63%. With a more strict view, it's only 10,000 pearl value and has a discount equivalence of 46.67%. It's weird that the Step Up 2 pass is worse than the first Step Up and more expensive, but it is what it is. This pack is just a lot worse than the previous pass. Still okay if you spend a lot of pearls on crons, but for most players, they probably won't want to get this pack. With the Heidel Ball coming in 2 weeks, we are probably going to get a lot better deals, so there's no reason to get this second step up in my opinion. Next up is the Life Enhancement Support Pack. This is basically just buying crons or artisans, but you get a bonus of 172 million silver worth of life stuff from the Life Enhancement Help Kit, and 50 memory fragments, which is the same as 12.5 artisans. The artisans are worth 3,300 pearls, and the crons are worth 3,424 pearls. If you choose the crons, this pack will have about a 34% discount equivalence, and if you choose the artisans, this pack will have a 32.5% discount equivalence. If you include the 172 million silver, the discount equivalence is more around 47%, since you can use that silver to buy memory fragments or other things. Both of these are fine, but honestly, both crons and artisans often go on sale for a lot more, like 50% or more, so if you aren't in a rush, I would skip this pack. Next up is a really weird pack, as it just has 6 random items thrown into a pack that you can choose 4, including duplicates of. For example, you can just choose to get 4 times 125 artisans. The Marnie's processed fuel, fitness experience, skill preset, and item brandstones are both 2,000 pearls, each making the entire pack, if you choose 4 of it, to be 8,000 pearls, or a 30% discount as it says on the website. 125 artisans, however, is worth about 2,500 pearls, so you can get a little more value if you choose this instead, giving it a total of a 44% discount equivalence. Again, artisans often go on sale for 50% or more, so still this pack isn't that great. The only weird thing is the inventory expansion, where if you choose that 4 times, it'll be worth 11,600 pearls, or have a discount equivalence of 52%. I don't think inventory expansions are really necessary to get anymore, but if you really do want them, a 52% discount isn't awful. During big events, they can go above 50%, closer to 75% off, but for a general weekly discount, it's not that bad. This pack isn't crazy, but if you aren't patient enough to wait for Hideout Ball, then it's not that bad. Next is another weird pack that is only for mounts. You can choose 5 items in this pack, with one of the best items being the Reset Mount Growth. If you choose 5 of those, this pack will be worth 8,000 pearls and have a discount equivalence of about 45.31%. If for some reason you need 5 trainer flutes, getting 5 of those will make this pack worth 7,500 pearls and have a discount equivalence of 41.67%. The breeding resets will be closer to a 33% discount. Overall, this pack still isn't that crazy since it doesn't go above a 50% discount, which is what most event sales are held at. But for the Reset Mount Growth, it's the only thing I'm not 100% sure will go on sale often, so it being 45% off is probably okay if you're going to use those. The other things like Trainer's Flute or Mount Skill Change coupons always go on sale for 50% or more, so no need to get this pack unless you really are impatient to get those. Next is a Choose Your Adventure support pack, which is just maids and fairy items. You can pick 3 of these items below, including duplicates. If you choose maids, it'll be exactly what it states, a 30% discount from 7,200 pearls to 5040 pearls. A slightly better deal is the Thea's Orbs, which is around 7,500 pearls or a 32.8% discount. This still isn't great for Thea Orbs as they often go on sale for 50% or more. An even better deal is the Fairy Queen's Might, which is a total of 3, which is technically worth 9,000 pearls and has a discount equivalence of 44%. However, this item is just purely cosmetic and is used to change the personality of your fairy, which changes the color and voice lines. It has no effect on gameplay. I would assume most players won't need these, but if you do, a 44% discount is okay, but still less than 50%. The last one is Ornette's Dark Honey Wine. Just don't get these, there are a lot of alternatives for silver that cost a lot less. The final one of these really weird packs is just a Carrack skin on a 30% discount. I'm not sure why they didn't put the Carrack skins on sale for 30% off, but instead they packaged it into a pack at 30% off. 30% off is okay for Carrack skins if you want them. They sometimes do go on sale, but not as often as some of the other items we mentioned earlier, and often not for that high of a deal. Again, if you already have your eyes on a Carrack skin, this can be a good thing to pick up. Moving on to the other Pearl items, there's a bunch of summer outfits returning at 20% off. These are going to be your basic 2,200 outfits that don't have any weapon skins. Some of these outfits can be okay, but they are purely cosmetic, so it's completely up to the player. Being 20% off is pretty typical for these types of outfits, so if you want them, then this is basically one of the better deals you're gonna get. If you want one of these outfits, it can be okay to pick up, but they will likely come back every year, so there's really no rush. Finally, there's the Adventure style, which just takes different pieces from outfits and puts them together. It is a lazy version of the outfit of the day as they don't include screenshots or custom dyes. They still can be pretty cool, and if you like outfits that another player has curated, you can pick these up. They all have a discount equivalence of around 26 to 27% off since it includes a 7-day value pack. Nothing insane, but if you like mix and matching outfits, it can be nice. That's basically it for this week. Only really the daily login pass is new, as the other packs are just really weird sales on basic items bundled together. I'm not sure why PA did this, but it makes things a lot more confusing and weird. Again, since Hideout Ball is coming out on the 22nd, most of these sales are going to be pretty filler, as the good sales are likely to come out around Hideout Ball. If you have a limited amount of pearls, I would always wait until then to see if there are any crazy sales. Either way, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you all next time.